Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday, always a favorite because it comes from your comments. So yeah, I was supposed to post a color question on Saturday, totally forgot. And so it ended up going on yesterday. And so lots of people responded to what Stampin' Up! Colors are you wearing? And so to determine what our color combo is going to be today, it's giving me grief. We are going to select one of those color combos. So I'm excited to see what pops up. It's always kind of nerve-wracking for me because, as you know, I'm kind of I like my subtles, my calm colors, and so some of you aren't that way. You enjoy brights and bold colors and whatnot. So we shall see what it becomes here. Hi, Roz. Good morning. Delphine, good morning. So thanks for popping on, ladies. Just like Roz and Delphine this morning, if you pop on, comment lots throughout the video. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you are a card maker or if you scrapbook or what's your specialty. What's your strength, I suppose, if you will. And chat amongst yourself, ask questions. I go back through the video and answer any questions that there might be, because sometimes I get busy crafting away and don't read all the messages. So, pardon me. Simple layout design today, but stunning. So if you want one of those stunning kind of cards, but minimalist, this is the one. Absolutely. So for this week's feature of the week, it is the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder. So we're using it in different ways all week. Well, up until tomorrow, because, Friday's Christmas and I'm taking that day off. So we're using it in so many different ways because these things are versatile, and I tend to gravitate to items that have multiple purposes, lots of different ways to use them for different events, I suppose, like, is it good for a wedding? Is it good for a birthday? Is it good for just a hello, right? So if it's not, I tend to not get those kind of things. So I'm a practical girl, if you will. So one of the perks of ordering this from me this week is that I'm going to send you out some linen thread to go with this beautiful embossing folder. All right, so let me just get this screen up here, and we are going to decide. Yes, I'm good. Whose color combo is going to win, and who's going to get this handmade card? We're going to use their color combo to create the card that we're making today. So let me just go over here and press start, and let's see whose name pops up. Joanne Simpson. Oh, wow. Shaded spruce and black. Okay, so I'm going to use shaded spruce today and black. And then I might just throw in another color just to give it, I don't know, I like the 3-color combo. Okay, so let me pop this. Too many buttons. There we go. Okay, so let me show you first the card that I'm making, and then we'll make another one, but using our color combo of the day. Isn't this pretty? So it's with daubers and our beautiful embossing folder. This one I used Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, I don't know if you can see that in there, and Pear Pizzazz. Isn't it neat? And then I used Seaside Spray here for birthdays are the best days. I don't know if there was like a little bit of red on it yet, but it turned out a little purplish, which is, oh well, that's okay. So we're gonna do this exact same design. I'm gonna show you how I did this using this Seaside Spray, some black. This could be interesting. And any other ideas we could throw in with that color combo? I almost want like a light, an orange, yellow. Let me get out shaded spruce and maybe it'll come to you. Some black, shaded spruce. What else do you think? What about like flirty or mango? I just think it's gonna need a pop of something. Melon mambo maybe? That's all right. Flirty. Maybe we could use 4 colors. Ooh, that might look a little Christmassy. Let's think about this here. Blushing Bride, Rococo. That might be all right. Bumblebee. Ooh, ooh. That might look pretty too. Gold! I don't have gold ink. Otherwise, yes, that'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Should we go flirty or Rococo? Or both? Maybe we could do both. Let's do both. Let's do it. Let's just do it. All right, so there's our color combo. Shaded Spruce, Flirty Flamingo, Rococo Rose, and our Memento Black. Oh boy, lots of fun. It's kind of random and out there, but let's do it. Okay, let me get those daubers out. So what I use for my dauber storage is the calendar, advent calendar. And so I just printed these little guys off from online. And in each little container is where I store the daubers for those colors. So it makes it easier to find what dauber I want. So there's my Shaded Spruce, Flirty, Flirty Flamingo, Rococo Rose, and Black. Ooh. Not sure how I'm going to incorporate that one. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get her done. You know, I could use gold on the sentiment. We'll see about that. That could work. All right, so what I have done here is I have run a piece of basic white through the embossing folder with that beautiful imprint on there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna maybe start with a lighter color. Let's go in with Flirty. Well, let's go Rococo. It's a more calm color for me. And there again, start off on your grid paper just to make sure it it's not super duper bright. You want to start off light and go darker because you can always add more color, but you can't take away. So just make sure it's about the right color you want to start with. I think I kind of want to use Rococo for the sky a little bit. Make it look like a beautiful sunrise. But let's, let's add some in here too. We can't, leave out the trees. So I'm just rubbing this over top, random spots, like so. Okay, so that was Rococo. Let's go in with some Flirty. Oh, I think this is gonna be pretty. We might change our mind and go silver. I don't know. Okay, see how dark that was? I don't want that dark on my card, so I'm just gonna rub some off here on my grid paper. I'm not a dauber like this. I like to rub. Different people have different ways of doing this. Wow, that's a pretty combo. Kind of want to add some in the sky too. So I kind of wanted to keep it all, the rest of the card white so that the color from the trees really is the thing that pops. I love it. Okay, shaded spruce. Here we go. Now for this one, I think we're gonna have to, oh, it might not be. I assumed it would be pretty bright, but I don't think it's too bad. It's kind of like, you know, a little bit of a, yikes. Are you still with me? That was my phone. Sometimes it cuts you off if my phone starts ringing. Now I don't want to go too much over the red that's already there because it'll tend to turn brown. Although, you know, I suppose some brown in there is not gonna be a bad thing. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous. I like it. All right, and so some hits of black I think I'm just gonna throw in along the bottom. Or we can make this like a vignette kind of picture where all around the outside is a little bit darker. Let's maybe try that. It's kind of like in this little encapsulated hole. What are you thinking? Pretty neat, hey? Oh. Wow. Gorgeous. Oh, I see I dotted there. I probably shouldn't have. There we go. Ooh, neat. You're still with us? Great, great. Okay. So now what I'm going to do to get the nice shape is I'm going to take this Stitched So Sweetly die and kind of cut this out. Okay, so I've got my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine down here. And let's just cut this little portion out. I guess I get to pick which kind of spot is my favorite. I think in the middle, right there. Here we go. We're going to run this through. Choppy chop. I am stiff from yesterday's shoveling. Let's just say that. I haven't shoveled in quite a long time. Probably since Manitoba. And now I managed to shovel for 2 hours with my sore knees and sore feet and paying for it dearly. Yes. Okay, so here's my Whisper White card base. I have a layer of Whisper White, or now called Basic White. And then I'm going to end up putting this on over top. Gorgeous. I like it. I think it's so pretty. Wow. Okay. And then I'm going to add a sentiment with the little round circle, stitched shaped dies. Ooh, what's happening here? Now I'm trying to think, do I have any flirty shaded spruce, black, Rococo ribbon? I mean, I guess I could use white. My white organdy ribbon is actually on the kitchen table. Will this look all right? Ooh, it's kind of pretty. like it. Should we gold emboss this, do you think? I think we should. I think that was a great idea. Busy making cookies. Oh man, that sounds delightful. Kevin's got this big Christmas dinner list. He's got, you know, I'm happy to, you know, how many restaurants around here are providing all sorts of Christmas dinner options, and I'm like, let's just order out. I'm good to just eat, you know, not order out, but yeah, you take it home with you kind of thing. I suppose I should have got my golds and everything already. Oh, it is here. Just hang on. Because I was lazy and didn't put this away. Perfect. Sometimes laziness pays off. So I'm just going to dip this in the gold. But nope, he wants to do everything from scratch. I'm like, well, you know, I can't help you. I can clean up, but helping you cook and not my gift. Even down to he wants to make like a pecan pie. I'm like, you know what? There's $6.99 here in the, you know, the grocery store. Why not save yourself the hassle? Oh, but it just doesn't taste the same. I'm like, anyways. So we're getting a home cooked meal. Thanks to Mr. Kevin. Won't be thanks to me, that's for sure. I remember, oh my goodness, our first year in Canmore, he decided to make pecan pies. I'll tell you the rest in a minute. So I'm just heating this up. There we go. So now all of that has melted. Gorgeous. Oh yeah. Smart idea. Smart, smart. Like it. Oh, look at that. I don't have any gold ribbon, do I? I don't think I do. Anyway, so we decided to make these pies, and I thought I'd be helpful. Although I don't think it was me. No. Kevin took the pies, pecan pies, out of the oven, and you, as you know, if you've made one, they are still pretty syrupy after you take them out of the oven. So anyways, he kind of lost his, not his footing, but I don't know, something went haywire. Next thing you know, this pie is now tipped. There is pecan pie goo dripping all the way down the counter, all over the floor, and there are two little dogs who are eager to help us clean with this hot, sticky mess. So it took a long time to clean that disaster up. But Kevin reminded me yesterday, he was so happy that I helped clean up and I didn't say anything. So I'm like, well, it was an accident. Can't really help but that, you know. Needless to say, we made two more pies. Yes. All right, I'm going to pop this little layer up. I wanted to put ribbon, but I think I'm going to put it behind the sentiment layer. I'm going to use a few dimensionals because this is our kind of glue source. It's bumpy, so we want to make sure it's stuck down really well. And I think I want to tilt this. My last card, I put it kind of straight up and down, but I kind of like that. Look, what it just was randomly like this, and then the little birthday was there. I like it. So let's put some of this polka dotted ribbon, that's what I want to say, behind the birthdays. So let's just put a little boop of seal, pardon me, and I want these little tails sticking out. This way. Did I put the glue on the right side? Yes, I did. All right. Birthdays are the best days. All right, so I need to remember that this layer is already popped up, but I need 2 here and 2 here. So bottom there, because we want it nice and flat and level. Anybody else have a pecan pie or a pie? Oh, I have another pie catastrophe. I was trying my hand, my first time making a pie ever, and because I had lots of apples, and I decided to, you know, let's use this up. Let's become Susie Homemaker and try to be ladylike and make these pies. Oh boy. So I kind of overfilled them a little bit. And so they were dripping everywhere in my oven, of course, making a very smoky mess. So all of a sudden my smoke alarm is going off like crazy because stuff is burning in my stove. And so I opened all the windows of the house, you know, to let some air in, hopefully stop these silly alarms. And all of a sudden the neighbors come and running, and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, yes, I'm just baking pies. So that was a tad embarrassing. That was another pie story. So maybe I'm just not meant to make pies, right? They don't like me. Here's the gold gilded gems. Let's add those to kind of complement this beautiful gold birthday. My, take your pick tool over here. Just give it a push. Birthdays are the best days. Boop. Let's put one there. And there. Maybe one over there. Can't really see that lace there, but it's a little something. A little pop of something. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. What a cool color combo. I think it's so neat. Cool. All right, so there's that one. Let's make another. And how about I just use shaded spruce and base of black. Okay, so I've run one through here. And let me get out my shaded spruce. We could always add those colors just in the sky. All right, so I'm gonna start down here because I'm okay if it goes a little darker at the bottom. So I'm very lightly rubbing over top. I'm not pressing hard. I just love how it brings out the kind of detail, really, of the trees when you run over top of them. So another little versatile way that you can use these, this folder. So yesterday, I don't know if you had a chance to look at the layout that I worked with, but it turned out really neatly. A nice, simple layout challenge. They're again using this embossing folder. I'm going to go behind and hit up those trees in the background a little bit darker. Everyone cooking for Christmas, or anybody going out? We can't really have people over here in Alberta. Everyone's down to, well, you can't even ride in the same car with another bubble, I guess. Otherwise, they were finding a lot of people around here. So, because a lot of people were going skiing, that's still allowed. I can't get a massage, but we can go skiing. That's all right. I guess that's fine. Anyway, so and people they were finding people in their cars who were riding in their cars, carpooling. So you've got to be careful around here because they're kind of overly aggressive on the trying to kibosh the, and rightly so, because people weren't listening, and so this is, I guess, what happens, right? Because people didn't really adhere to the rules in the first place. So just going to add up hits of black, maybe where the shadows might be a little bit. I've been playing around with some of the new products. I'm making some cards for those people who have requested a catalog. I usually send out a card made with some of the new products. So if you aren't a demonstrator or aren't dealing with another demonstrator already, I would love to send you out one of the brand new catalogs that are coming out. There, I like that. Little hits of black just to kind of separate the layers a little bit. Should we hit up the sky with some pinks? Let's do it. We liked that color combo the last time. So it's going to be a quiet Christmas. It would have been the most ideal Christmas to actually go and be with the family. My parents didn't go away this winter because I normally go and visit them wherever they are. And so my brother's in Manitoba, my parents are in Manitoba this year, and so it would have been so much fun to go and be with everybody, but it's just not playing out that way for this year. Maybe next year. Whew. This dauber is getting a little bit worn, and so what happens is it tends to be a little scratchy looking, like kind of makes some little bit of lines, and don't always like that effect. And that just means it's time for a new one. I'm just going to add a little bit of pink somewhere. Pretty. All right, let's chop this up here with our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Once again, I'm going to use this stitched So Sweetly die. You know, I have an idea for this card to make it a little bit different. Now, my top plate, is over here. Ooh. Well, the shoveling just proved that I actually do have muscles, even though you cannot see them or ever find them. All right, so here's my thoughts with this card. I'm having the Whisper White background, and as before, I had the Whisper White layer here, but what I think I'm going to do, let's go like this. Let's put this one here, and this layer, let's just pop up for something different. What do you think? I think that would look really pretty. Okay, so am I going to have luck with, yes, so far so good. Sometimes my Stampin' Seal likes to tear the paper. I don't know if it's my technique or, oh, here we go, or it's just something wrong with the, anyhoodle, let's just put it together. It's got enough glue. There, so we're going to add that piece there. And then this one, let's pop up with our dimensionals. I had the note. What color of ribbon could I use? There's the linen. got my twine. That might look pretty. That could work. Okay, so let's put these dimensional backs here. Like so. And I think before now should we add this on here? Oh, yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap this around. Let's attach it to that dimensional. I think that's kind of all I want. It's just a couple ring around the rosies, and then that's good. It's just a little something. Ooh, do I want them a bump apart? Yeah, that looks cute. Okay, let's take off all the rest of the dimensionals and the backings and put it onto our card. And I'll try and match all this up so nicely. Think I got it. Cute. Now that's a little loose, but I think we'll kind of pull it a little bit and stick it under our sentiment. Should we go in with gold again? Ooh, that's pretty bright, isn't it? Bright white. I think I'm gonna how about we do our birthdays are the best days in Memento this time. And maybe we can color this up a little bit just to tone it down a little bit. Just seems awfully stark white. So what if I was to get my shaded spruce and just kind of go around the outside here. Kind of color it in, and then if I was to take my black, we could go all around the outside a little bit. It'll make it look a little bit antique-ish. I could have done that all the way around the outside of that layer as well. There, that calms it down a lot. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's put two here. And then one on the rest of it. Has anyone tried using daubers on this? Oh, did I put the two on the wrong side? I sure did. Not very spatially with it. Okay, so I need it kind of where the S is. So let's do double up over here. Let's try this again. I'm going to pull that ribbon just to make sure it gets under there a little more taut. There. Cute. It just popped up just a tad, just enough to say, oh, what's this? Little something. Don't those trees stand out so much more when they are colored? Wow. Now let's think about an embellishment. Have an idea. You know me and my flex. I think to loosen this up a little, let's go in with some just little plops. My embellishments right here. Let's see. We could use the Those pearls might look nice. White pearls might look nice. Those are a little too much. I always love these champagne rhinestones. They seem to go with absolutely everything. I think I'm going to use that because that'll kind of pop out the pink color without being too much. And of course, if you don't have the right color, end up coloring them with the Stampin' Blends. Color them up. I don't like the placement of those. Oopsie. Come. I think I need more. There. I think I like that. There we go. So 2 different looks. Here was my first card that I kind of springboarded off of. And then we had this card with our fancy color combo. And then this one, we really went to town and used the whole thing. So what do you think? Which is your favorite? Blue? We'll say blue, gold, or black. Blue, gold, or black. Which one's your favorite? Let me know. I'm curious. Blue, gold, or black. Yes, Kathy, yes. There are lots of people this year, unfortunately, missing loved ones. That's got to be, I can't even imagine. And I will be praying for all of you. Pardon me. Because that would be hard, very hard. Oh, lots of different options, yes. Neat. Good. Okay, well, thank you for voting. That, you know, is kind of a neat thing when I see which are your preferences. So there you go. All right, so those are our 3 cards for today. A technique you can use easily by just rubbing on some whatever colors that are your favorite onto the card. And of course, just by changing up the design a little bit, you now have 3 different card design options. Easy peasy, all from the same supplies, the same things. And so there again, I love versatility, that's for sure. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on with one more technique that you can use using this beautiful embossing folder, which is the feature of the week this week. So I'm using it all week. I've used it all week with different techniques and different ideas. Yesterday was a layout. On Monday was some fun. It was with all different kinds of media. So we tried the embossing folder on cardstock, typical. We used it on some DSP. We used it on vellum and the foils. So beautiful different looks just by putting it on different kinds of paper, really. And then today we actually colored on it. Tomorrow will be another little technique that you can use for this. So once again, this is the feature of the week. And so if you purchase this with me, I'm going to send you some beautiful linen thread that goes so beautifully with this beautiful embossing folder. Make sure that you remember that this is a 3D embossing folder, which means you're going to want that precision, I think that's what it's, specialty plate, which helps it run through the Stampin' Cut emboss machine or the Big Shot if you have one of those. It's just a little bit thicker than the normal embossing folders, and so you need this thicker plate to go through to make sure all of the textures work. and so that it actually gets put onto your paper. Otherwise it'll run through with a normal plate and won't even put your design on your paper. So be careful of that. Just a reminder that there is also that giant year-end closeout sale that's happening right now. Lots of things in that bunch of things that you may want to stock up on for next year for sure. Also, the clearance rack was updated, and so there are lots of items on there that you may want to snag. And lastly, for all those who purchase with me a $50 order or more, your name's going to be thrown into a draw. This is for December, for these playful alphabet dies. Expensive dies, but I accidentally ordered 2 of them and I don't need 2. So somebody's gonna get those, kind of like a Christmas gift, if you will. So make sure you get your orders in before the end of December so you can get in on that draw, because I know you'll want those. All right, so I hope you have a good time trying out this technique. Think about this embossing folder. All your support helps my little family, so if you haven't shared this video or liked and commented yet, do that for me. That helps me out. And I will see you back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. for another technique. Bye, everyone.